What's up, y'all? I hope everyone's having a fantastic day. I wanted to do another story time video for y'all. This story, I've never told anyone this in my whole life. I just wanted to do a video about it. So, basically, when I was a kid, I remember there was an ice cream truck that would come to our neighborhood pretty often. And it was basically like the same scenario every time, right? Like, the ice cream truck would come, all the kids in the neighborhood, we'd run home, get money from our parents, go back, buy ice cream, right? It was the same scenario every time. So at this time, I was 8 years old, and I remember the ice cream truck came to the neighborhood, right? And we all went home to get money from our parents, and for whatever reason, on this day, my parents wouldn't give me any money. So I'm at home, my friends come back, in front of my house to get my attention, and they're like, come on, like, we're gonna miss the ice cream truck. Ice cream truck's gonna leave us. We gotta catch him before he leaves, right? So I was like, okay, because I was young at the time, right? So I think I didn't know to say, like, oh, I got something to do, I gotta stay inside the house. No, I didn't think that at the time. I was just like, okay, sure, let's go back to the ice cream truck. Sure, why not? So we go back down there, right? And I'm waiting in line. It's kind of a long line. So the line is progressively moving up and up, right? And I was like second or third in line. And I remember in my mind, I was freaking out, right? Because I was thinking to myself, like, I don't got no money in my pockets. Like, why am I even standing in this line? Like, this is about to be embarrassing. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, all the kids in the neighborhood are going to, like, roast me. And they're probably going to tell people at school, man, this is about to be embarrassing. So while I'm thinking this, I turn to my right, and suddenly there's like this grown man. He just appeared out of nowhere. Now, in retrospect, he was probably like 17 years old, but when you're 8, everyone looks old. So this guy's standing there. I look, and he goes, "What's up, little homie? Long time no see." And he daps me up, right? And I'm thinking to myself, like, I've never seen this man in my life. Who is this guy? You know what I'm saying? So he daps me up and he walks away. Like, the same way he appeared out of nowhere, he disappeared into nowhere. Right? And I looked down at my hand, and he slipped a $5 bill in my hand. Right? So I didn't even have time to react. By the time I noticed the money, I looked up, and the ice cream truck guy is like, what will you have? What would you like to order? Now, $5 at an ice cream truck in 1994, I mean, you could get a whole bunch of stuff. So I went crazy. I ordered everything I wanted. I ordered a whole bunch of stuff. I ordered more stuff than I ever ordered before. So you got to keep in mind, I went from, in my mind, I was thinking, this is about to be embarrassing. This is about to be the worst experience ever, to it completely flipping, to everyone being like, dang, you got money like that to be buying like 10, 20 items for, like, dang, that's so cool. And it went on to actually be kind of a cool story amongst the neighborhood kids, and they even talked about it at school, like, oh man, he bought all this stuff from the ice cream truck. So at that moment though, after I bought the stuff, I remember asking the kids, like, hey, who was that guy? Did y'all see that guy? And they were like, what guy? Now, I'm not about to turn this into like some kind of phantom story, right? I'm sure the man existed. I'm sure he was really there. But I asked my friends, who was that guy? And I described him, and they were like, nah, we don't know who you're talking about. And I never saw him again, ever. So it's kind of interesting, you know what I mean? But it made me so happy. And a couple of years after that, I got to pay it forward. I saw some kids at an ice cream truck, and I went up to the ice cream truck, and I bought them all ice cream. And I still try to do that to this day. And it's just kind of remarkable to me, because people think like the only way you can learn something is sitting in a classroom and stuff like that. This man, who I don't know who he was, I never saw him again, he had a lasting effect on me. And it was only like a 2-second encounter.